Welcome to Genesis Martial Arts. I'm Mr. Melendez, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do. I'm going to teach you all the blocks I know. So we're going to train our blocks, basically no stance, just like a like a regular standing position. So all the blocks I show you, I'm going to show you first exaggerated, then I'm going to show you how we use them in actual fighting stance position. Okay, so first one is going to be high block. So high block, again, you're starting with your stance here, your hands here, your guard. You're going to make an X with your forearms, with the back of your hands touching together. Just pretend there's like a magnet here. And you're going to push hard against one another. This one will pull to your waist side and hard as you can. And when you do the opposite, you're going to do a rotation. So that's the rotation for the block. Every block will have a rotation more or less. Okay, so it's high blocks. And look, every block you do, every attack you do, look where you're going. Because where you look is where you're focusing your intent and your energy. And also breathe out from deep within your core, like I showed you in the first video. So again, here we are. And then try to stay as grounded as possible. Put all the energy into your heels, into the whole flat of your foot. Grab the floor with your toes. High block. So that's to protect you from your head. And also you have to cover the top of your head. Don't just have it here or else you're going to get hit. So you have to have it above your head. And push hard, because I believe that I think blocks are underutilized, and I think you can really use your blocks to hurt the opponent. But I don't see that in a lot of fights. Blocking can be used with power to hurt the opponent. Now, every block you throw out, you're going to throw out, you're not going to show the soft part, right? You're not going to do the soft part like that. Like this is the soft part, this is the soft part. Your inner and outer side, you're going to use the bony part, right? So when you throw your high block, you're going to cover your head, and it's going to be this part. The bone is going to come out. You're going to put the bone into every attack, into every block. Okay, so I've shown you high block. Now let's do low block. So there's two low blocks we can do. So we're going to do low block for our center line. Now it has to cover this whole area. It can't be like that, or else the front kick will get you there. And also, you can do a slight drop in your stance for this one if you can't reach, if you're not flexible to reach down far enough. So 1, 2. It's like you're slapping a kick away. And I have my hands tight in my fist, so I don't have my hands out and get kicked and break a finger. Whenever I block, my hands are like solidly like a rock. It's like exactly when you punch, right? You look down, 1, reset, 2, reset. Okay, now outer forearm block. Okay, so this one, when you do the exaggerated version, I've seen people start it right up their ear in Japan, but I just start it by my shoulder and start this one by the waist side, and it's like you're giving something to someone, right? And then try to have it high so it covers your head, right? Not like here, right? Or else it's going to be useless. Of course, you could use it, move it wherever you want when you get trained at it. And then this one's pulling. Again, start at the shoulder, and this one's pulling out, throwing it out, pulling. Looking that way and throwing it hard. Now also, when you're throwing your out block, don't throw it beyond. This is too far. You want to have it just here, right? Just at the where your side finishes, where the side of your body is, not beyond it, or else you're going to be exposed to another attack. Okay, now let's do inner forearm block. So this one, I have my hand out here, and it's just for training. And this is gonna pull inward to your starting position, and there's two starting positions. The old one was here. They updated it and made it here, but it doesn't really matter. I like to have for this one here, up high. Point of origin, that's what it's called. and then this one will start at your ear like you're holding a telephone, like you're answering a telephone, or you're showing off your muscle. But then you're gonna have your fingers pointing away from you, not like this, and not down. Okay. Now this one you're gonna pull in, and you're gonna throw the inner forearm block just past your center line. This one will stop straight attacks. So even like a kick is coming at you, you can do that and block it. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show you what else is there? Oh yeah, this another low block for the legs. Okay, so for this one you're gonna go slightly in a fighting stance, and you're gonna start the block at your shoulder, and this one's gonna pull, the non-blocking hand will pull to your waist side to generate power. Again, this is all to develop muscles. Okay, so hands up, and so you throw it past your knee. Other side. Let's do the reverse outer block. So this one is not too commonly used, but you still should train it. So it's essentially similar to the outer block. Actually, it's exactly the same. You just turn away, turn out your hand, and also have it further out. It's like in Karate Kid when Daniel-san was learning from Mr. Miyagi.
Wax on, wax off.
I mean, you could throw in an attack. It's still useful, I think. It's just not, a lot of these techniques are not used often. Also, let's do now let's do it from combat position. So not so exaggerated. It's going to be smaller movements. High block, and you would turn it here. You don't put your hands, like you wouldn't drop your hand here now because you'd be open, right? You just have it here. Outer block, you would just go from here, right? Inner, you can use your hips now and your waist. Okay, now low blocks. Return here and then also let's do some more advanced blocks now. So if you have strength in your arms, you're gonna do an X block now. So this one is if someone's gonna do like an axe kick to your head, or if someone's gonna do like a hammer attack, you can throw up an X block. So this one, you're going to use your feet, and you're going to have essentially your lead hand. So if we switch your stance, your lead hand is going to be on top of it. So here, return, and you want to make connection with your forearms to make almost like a bruise. That has to be that hard. So X block, reset, X block, reset. Now to train the lower X block, so you go up, knee up, and you drop your whole body. Now I guess don't overcommit too much, or else you get kicked in the head. But that's if someone's gonna do a powerful low kick to you. They got really strong front kick. Sorry. Then you can use that attack. I guess even if someone's trying to do a teep to you or a side kick, it might work. Let me see here. But not like this exact. This is for training, right? Training purposes. This leg will be locked. So again, come up, and you use your whole weight, and throw it down. X block, low X block. On this side. Switch. Now, double forearm block. So it's like a cover. It's like an inner block, but you combine them. So if someone's gonna hit you in the center or do a kick, you can just block it. Cover up, right? Cover. So cover, center. I guess you could do this one if you have no other option, like your hands are just in a bad position. You could throw this one, but again, it doesn't cover as much surface area. So I would prefer this one at all times. You can drop it higher, lower. And if you do cover your head, make sure you can see through your forearms. You don't ever want to take your eyes off your opponent. Always have your information available. Your eyes are open at all times. Even if you're dodging or you're blocking, someone's doing a bunch of haymaker attacks, hand strikes, you don't cover up and close your eyes. You have to cover up and have your eyes open. Now, if you do throw a block, like say they're gonna hit you in the head and you need to cover, don't have your hand here. Unless you're throwing a power block, you have to have it tight to your head, or else it's gonna hit here and hit your head. Yeah, anyway, so let's see what else. So let's do double, there's so many, there's double outers. I guess that would be for two people doing two attacks. Double lower, started making X. You could do lower and inner, but you push to the outside to cover this whole side. So here, watch. And you make these circles. You can do outer, lower, right? And then to train the lower ones or the outers, you kick up. You just have to stomp the ground hard. And again. Leg is straight. Now, what if someone is stronger and they have a heavy kick and you can't use just one arm? Well, you could do a double forearm block. So again, the kick is coming from here. You step into a walking stance and you push. Right? Nice, strong, wide walking stance. Push with the back leg, leaning forward. Right? And also, your inner forearm block can be like an attack. It can be strong enough to make damage to someone on the head or the side of the face. Okay, I think that's all the blocks that I know. Let me think here. We did upper, high block, out block, low blocks. Yep. Yes, I believe that's right. Thank you for watching and thank you for coming to Genesis Martial Arts.